What's going on, guys? Ishin from CZeroMedia here. In today's episode, I'm gonna be announcing, or should I say choosing, the winners from the 100,000 subscriber giveaway competition I filmed about 2 episodes ago. I'll also be answering some of the questions that was left in the comment section on the previous video, as well as the questions left on my Instagram and my Facebook. First of all, I just want to thank each and every one of you again for subscribing to my YouTube channel and follow me on Facebook and Instagram and kind of supporting me throughout this journey. I always thought YouTube as a car community. I wanted to build this community, right? These videos have never been about me or my cars. It's about sharing knowledge, sharing the passion, sharing the tips and tricks. So I'm really happy to see that I have genuine good car guys following me on my YouTube channel. And as a full-time engineer, YouTuber with 6 cars and now 2 bikes, I really don't have time, and house I'm renovating, I don't have time to watch other YouTubers' videos. But when I do, I go in the comment section and look at some of the comments left in the videos, and a lot of times it's just like attacking the content creator or attacking each other. And when I look back at some of the comments left in my videos, I don't see that. For the most time, comments left in my videos are positive, and it's just really people trying to help each other. And I'm so glad that I've been able to just kind of gather this awesome group of people like yourself, where people helping each other. So thanks again for being cool, being awesome, and supporting me throughout this journey. So I let you guys enter this giveaway competition on all 3 social media platforms, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. And all together, I think there's like 1,000 comments, and I read every single one of them. And I'm happy to say that 99.999% of them were positive. Only negative feedback I saw was like, CZeroMedia, you're just doing this for attention. It's fake. I'm like, okay, you're not winning anything. I have given away like 5 different items in the past, and this is just a way of me, again, to show appreciation to my viewers for watching my things. And I really just want to help you guys with your builds, you know. Gift card from CZeroMedia.com would allow you to buy parts for your Evo and make it faster, make it better, make it more reliable. I was also kind of shocked by the number of people who were watching my videos but did not own an Evo. It seems that a lot of you within the past 5 years have purchased an Evo because of my influence and because of, I guess, me brainwashing you guys that Evos are pretty much the best all-wheel drive cars you can buy on the market today. And a lot of you were commenting me about inspiring you to build a cafe racer. So that's been great. That's great to see that I've been inspirational and influential in a positive way in the car bike community. But anyways, before I start selecting the winners for the giveaway, I'm just gonna go through some of the questions left on my channel as well as Facebook and Instagram, and answer the questions that I like. Red1952 asks, are you into American muscle? If so, what's your dream car? Interesting question. Yes, I am into American muscle. I mean, I'm a car guy. I'm into every car out there. No matter if it's European, Japanese, American, there is a car that I like. When it comes to American muscle, I do like classic Chevrolet SS. Those are badass. But if I was to own one or build one, it'll be a rod. It'll be like, I don't even know what they built these rod rods out of. But I want, you know, I want a chopped off roof as low as possible with like Cummins diesel making like 1,000 horsepower, rolling coal everywhere. I love rat rods, and I'm not really sure if that's considered muscle car, but those are 3. I also love Hudsons. I think those are one of the sexiest, like old school gangster cars. Just drop it low, motor it out, and just cruise around. Again, with like twin turbo LS engine in it. Griffin390 says, love the videos. How's the 260Z coming along? Great question. I was actually shocked to see the amount of positive feedback I received when I bought the 260Z. Datsun 240Z, 260Z, 280Z, all that chassis basically have been one of my dream cars. I always wanted to build it, and I finally picked it up, not knowing that it's also a lot of you guys' favorite car as well. So yeah, I'm just waiting to work on it. But with my FD, LS swapped FD, just trying to get that ready for the racetrack season, I haven't been able to work on the 260Z at all. It's been just sitting, but it looks pretty good. sitting completely stock, broken. I don't know of many other cars that look as good as the Datsun 260 that sits there broken. So I'm gonna do another episode on that to give you an idea of what the current condition is and what my future plans are, and I'm gonna start another build series on that. So please look forward to it. I can't promise you that it's gonna be anytime soon, but it's definitely coming in the future. Totsu asks a pretty interesting question, and the one that's hard to answer. Of all the cities and places that you have been, which has had the most interesting car culture? The one that I wasn't expecting to have such a huge car community is UK, London. I lived in UK for about 2-3 months when I was working for a race team out there with Formula E. And I never realized the passion that British had for cars and bikes. I mean, I always knew that British liked going fast. As big of a racing culture as they have. But the underground racing scene of UK really shocked me. A lot of skylines, a lot of people doing unique stuff. There was a Honda Civic that was RB25, I believe, that could switch from all-wheel drive to rear-wheel drive. So it was like such a unique build that I never even expect to see out of London, UK. They have such a cool drift scene at night as well, and the cops so cool with people just drifting away roundabouts, and sometimes around the cops too, people just drifting in front of cops, and that was kind of cool. When I went to Hawaii for Christmas this year, I saw so many Tacomas, and I'm not talking just regular Tacomas, lifted modified Tacomas, the Toyota Highlanders, the new ones, and lifted trucks everywhere. I was just shocked to see that much lifted pickup trucks and SUVs in such a small island of Hawaii. Of course, being from Tokyo, I gotta say, Tokyo probably does have the most interesting car culture from all the world, all the countries I've been to. I've been to 30 plus countries, and every time I go home to Tokyo, I'm just shocked and blown away by the diversity of cars. You got like header flash vans to exotic cars with LEDs. You can have modified pickup trucks, modified like 18 like big trucks, you know, the transportation trucks. You can modify those too, called Decatora. You have the Bosozo culture, you have the drift scene, you have the grip scene, you have the drag racing scene. Like this, anything you can think of is in Japan. What I find interesting about Japanese car culture though is that no matter what you're into, no matter what you do to your car, people will not talk shit about it. They'll look at it and go, that's an interesting idea that I never even thought of. In Tokyo, there's so much public transportation, from bus to train to Shinkansen, the bullet trains. You don't need a car. So if you have a car, you appreciate it, and you pay $1,000 a month on parking, you pay $1,000 in insurance. The gas is about twice as expensive as it is here in the US. So people don't just have cars. People are passionate about cars if you own a car in Tokyo, which makes it more unique. And what's also interesting is that people with like Ferrari F40 kind of money, of course there's tons of F40s running around, and I think Japan has the most amount of Ferraris registered per capita in the world, or one of the top 5s at least. But people with like Ferrari F40 kind of money would dump that money into like a Skyline or NSX and go all out. You know, if you watch my garage meet sponsored by Super Street from New Year's, you will see that there's a lot of modified cars with a lot of money. I mean, I saw BMWs fully built with roll cage, sequential transmission, like easily $100,000 just in parts. Cars like that you see in Tokyo. And the fact that people really don't show off, and the fact that people don't really talk shit about each other's cars, is I think what really makes it unique, and I think we can all learn from that culture here in the US. Hazy Chic says, congrats on 100,000 subscribers. Do you like Fast and Furious series? And if you do, which movie is your favorite? Yeah, of course I like Fast and Furious. I mean, what kind of car guy doesn't like Fast and Furious? One thing I don't like about Fast and Furious nowadays especially is that it has been so Hollywood. I think one of my favorites is the Fast and Furious #1. I think that really shows well the early 2000s, late 90s car culture that was happening. And when I talk to my friends who are a little older, like, you know, maybe like 50, 60, 40 years old, they'll tell me that car culture in the US wasn't really the way it is today before the Fast and Furious came out. That first Fast and Furious really just kind of blew up. and changed the American car scene. You know, it was all about muscle cars and like big V8 cars, but that's when really like tuner cars started growing here in North America. I think from cultural perspective, the first Fast and Furious had the biggest impact, and I like the storyline out of all of the other Fast and Furious series. It kind of makes sense, and it has like a surprise at the end, and you know, it's genuine. It keeps it on the streets. When you see the Fast and Furious like in Dubai, like launching supercars off the buildings, no, that's just way too far. So yeah, I like the first Fast and Furious. It keeps it genuine, except for the fact that they all have like 10-speed transmissions, manual, and the drag races go on for like 5 minutes when it's really like a quarter-mile race. John Lamb says, "Congrats on all your success. LOL, are you calling out other YouTubers on begging for donations?" I mean, come on, like, I'm only at 100,000 subscribers, but people with like 1 million subscribers will ask for donations and crowdfunding when I know they make at least $1,000 a day just on YouTube income. Please don't get carried away with fame and success like many people do. Stay person you are and you will go far. Yeah, no, that is exactly not what I want to be. I talked about getting recognized. And while that's kind of cool and all, I don't like getting recognized. I don't want to be center of attention. I just want to be by myself, work on my cars, and do my thing. Race my cars, race my bike. So getting all this attention has been kind of brought me out of my comfort zone. But I'm always gonna stay the way I am. I'm just another car guy, bike guy like any of you who happens to have a camera and have access to internet to upload these videos. That's it. Nothing special about me. Dev Nana, quick question, man. Overall, which would you say is best, Supra, Evo, or R34? Oh, I'm so jealous for you Aussies for having the Skylines. Of course, I like the R34 GTR. That has always been my dream car, and I'll definitely buy that someday. It's funny, growing up in Japan, in Tokyo, I always saw like R34, R33s, and even R32s were considered obsolete at the time. It was kind of the dated old Skyline, right? And now that the 25-year rule has passed, people importing into the North America area. But growing up in Tokyo, I never thought I would come to the US. And there was no doubt in my mind that I'd be picking up R34, and I worked my ass off to get to where I am today, only to realize that I cannot own an R34 or R33 to this day legally in the US unless I'm spending like hundreds of thousands of dollars from a legal Skyline from like Motorex days. So I still want R34 GTR. That is definitely one of my dream cars. Supra is great, 2JZ is awesome, beautiful car, sexy booty, but it's not my kind of car. I like the corners. I'm more into lighter weight cars that can take turns at like 100 miles per hour. Evo is basically what I consider poor man's Skyline, poor man's GTR. Highly modified Evo will take over stock GTR any day. Highly modified GTR will take over any other supercar in the world. But the difference between Evo and GTR is, do you actually want to modify a car and have a fast car at $30,000? Or do you want to spend $300,000 to get to where you are? Jordan Johnson says, will we ever see more Evo vlogs? Are you into drifting? Yes, there will be more Evo vlogs. My Evo has been at my friend's shop for like 2 months actually. I did the side skirt install. He has a TIG welder, so we were installing the side exit on the Evo, and it's been kind of sitting there, and I haven't seen the Evo in like literally 2 months. Am I into drifting? Of course I'm into drifting. I'm Japanese. Yeah, no, the FD, LS Swapped FD I'm building for grip time attack racing, but if there's opportunity, yeah, of course I'll be drifting it. It all comes down to having fun in my car. Yanis Chris Todolo, I don't even know how to say that, asks me, is it better to buy a stock Evo or modified one? If you're talking Evo 8 or Evo 9, I don't think there's any stock Evos out there, honestly. If they claim it's stock, it's probably gonna be ridiculously expensive for being stock. And if they claim stock, and again, watch my video on what to look for when buying an Evo, but if they claim stock, it means it was probably a highly modified car returned to stock. So if I were you, I wouldn't even bother looking for stock Evos. I mean, who's gonna keep an Evo stock anyways? It's so easy to make power. It's so easy to put aftermarket parts on the car and make power instead of installing expensive OEM parts and keeping in stock. Zachary Fletcher asks, CZeroMedia, what racing team do you work for? I used to work for Andretti racing team, so I was supporting like the IndyCars, Global Rallycross teams, and like the Mazda Pro Lights, and I was heavily involved in the Formula E racing series, so I would travel all around the world pretty much once a month and support the racing from engineering side of things and marketing side of things. I don't do it anymore. I am back in the automotive industry working as an application engineer, and I'll probably talk about that a little more in another video because a lot of my viewers tend to be mechanical engineers yourself trying to get into the automotive industry. So that's what I used to do. I don't do it anymore. It was a great experience and it was really one of my dream jobs. But it was like half-a-year contract, so I had my experience, I got out, and I'm back to making videos, working on my own cars, because to be honest, when I was on the racing team, I did not have time to work on my own toys or make videos, which is why my YouTube channel kind of went quiet last year, because I just simply don't have time. When you're on the racing team, the race car, the team car becomes your car, and you just don't have the time to do your own wrenching on your own cars and bikes. Raymond asks, what cars do you want to own in the future? Man, what cars do I not want to own in the future? I have 6 cars right now and it's getting ridiculous. I'm thinking I'm selling the Z06 and I'm actually considering selling the rotary FD, but I'm not sure yet. What's the point of having all these cars if you can't drive it, right? If I was to sell the Evo or my one of my FDs, I would say I'll probably pick up like R32 GTR or R34 GTR, or even R35 GTR, because price on them has dropped significantly. I don't want to get an R35 GTR and make like 2,000 horsepower like what all these guys are doing. I want to make it into a road course time attack car. I want to keep it basically stock power, but increase reliability, add cooling, and race the R35 GTR on a road course. Is probably what I want to do in the future. Eric Sindoni asks, pretty good question. What's something about the Evo that just bugs the head out of you that you just have to modify, change to your preference? Oh man, that's a good question. I honestly believe Evo is one of the best engineered, best made vehicle platforms ever. 4G63 is basically bulletproof. You can do whatever you want with it. Interior is kind of crappy, but I think Evo is, to this day, one of the best engineered cars. I think the only thing that bugs the head out of me, and it just shocks me to know every time I think about it, is that on USDM Evos in a rear differential, it's installed incorrectly, and that was done by Mitsubishi on purpose. On the JDM Evo 8 rear differential, it's installed correctly, so you got the clutch, plate, clutch, plate, clutch, plate, and it engages and it does its thing. On the USDM Evos, however, I believe it was like clutch, 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 plate, 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 clutch, clutch. So it's not even working as a differential. And the reason why Mitsubishi decided to do this was because obviously you have LSD in the back of the car, it makes noise. It makes clunky noise every time it engages. And with my Evo, with upgraded clutch plates, it's pretty loud. It clunks a lot. But I know it's working, and I like that. But what happened with Evos when it first getting imported into the US in the 2003 with Evo 8s was that American consumers were complaining that the rear differential was clunking. Obviously it's clunking, it's working, it's differential, but people complaining and people bringing their Evos into the dealership as warranty claims. And Mitsubishi basically said, what the hell, Americans? It's differential, it's supposed to make noise, it's working the way it should be, and they had to repack the differential the wrong way so that they no longer have warranty claims. This just pisses me off completely. And not many people know about this. In fact, I don't think any of my friends know about this, because every time they buy an Evo, I talk about it, they are shocked. Joe Stevens asks, Vortex or Varis Evo? Vortex. Although I don't really like any of the wide body Evo fenders. I think it just looks too bulky, too many bolts going on. It just doesn't look clean, which is another reason why I haven't really gone wide body on my Evo yet. Chris Johnson asked a really good question. Do you think pineapples are good toppings on pizza? Yeah, no, I think it's good topping on pizza. I like Hawaiian pizzas. Speaking of Hawaiian pizzas, like I said, I was in Hawaii earlier this year, and what just completely shocked me was the fact that Hawaiian pizzas are not an option in Hawaii. I went to pizza store in Hawaii thinking, oh, I'm in Hawaii, I gotta get Hawaiian pizza. That's not a thing in Hawaii. What? Long Tao asked, if you had to build a Honda, what platform would you choose and what engine turbo? K24 in a Civic, hands down, Civic hatch. If I was to do a Honda build, I wouldn't put a turbo. It just turbo and Honda just don't come together in my mind. Honda should rev out to the sky like a motorcycle. It should be reliable and it should be responsive. And I think all those three can truly be achieved as in a setup. Devin Schultz asks, is there gonna be more truck mods? Yes, there will be. I actually bought can and cold air intake and catback exhaust and a couple more lights for the truck. So there will be more truck mods. I can't keep playing with it. Rafael Covarrubias, however you say that. Do you remember your subscribers when they comment? Yes, I actually do remember some of you guys. I know that some of you guys are commenting on every single video and I have like a quick conversation. So I remember some of you, especially when you have like a unique name or unique picture, I definitely remember my subscribers. And I really want to, you know, there's no way I can keep track of 100,000 subscribers, but I do want to get to know you guys. I do want to build this community, right? So yeah, I do try to keep track of my commenters. Mikey Is It asks, Hey mate, can we hear you speak some Japanese? もちろん、日本語で、一時日本語でブログでもやろうかなと思ってたんだけど、一番の問題は、日本語で喋ったらいちいち字幕つけなきゃいけないわけじゃん。だからもうそれがめんどくさくて全然日本語でビデオを撮ってません。Shamar Garner asks, basically, what should I prepare for and what schools I should be looking to get into for mechanical engineering? First of all, I'm gonna do another video on this about where I come from, what I have done to get to where I am in life today, because that's probably gonna be a long episode and that's gonna be a separate video on its own. But I went to Drexel studying mechanical engineering, and that's a school in Philadelphia. Long story short, just work your ass off. When I finished the first year, freshman year going into sophomore year, about 40% of my classmates dropped out because they weren't hitting their grades. So one thing I'll tell you is engineering is no joke. It's hard work, dedication, and not much sleep. Lonnie Sick asks, what made you go for, and this is from Facebook, what made you go for RX-7 LS instead of MX-5 or Honda? I actually had an MX-5 for about 2 weeks and it was underpowered and I didn't like it, so I got rid of it. Well, he actually got hit by a drunk driver and I was fine. I was not in the car. Somebody hit the car when he was parked outside of my house and it was totaled right there and then. The reason why I went with RX-7 is because it's sexy as hell. It's lightweight, it's beautiful, and the suspension geometry still to this day is pretty refined and it's very responsive, and it's just a great chassis to begin with. The reason why I went LS instead of rotary, for one, is for cost reasons. You can pick up an LS engine with T56 transmission for like a couple grand, especially here in Michigan. There's so many LS engines sitting around that it just made financial sense for me to do the swap. For number two, some of the tracks I go to, like Waterford and M1 Concourse, is very technical, very torque demanding. So I wanted a car with torque down low. I would take my Evo on the track like Waterford, which has AP black and like starts picking up boost around 5,000–6,000 RPM, and that is really pointless. I'll be mid-apex, my gas to the floor, but I wouldn't really hit boost until I'm like halfway out of apex. So I want that torque down low, and that's the reason why I'm going with the LS engine. If I actually had money, I do want to build a 3-rotor or 4-rotor, but I probably wouldn't boost it because again, boosting is just a headache. I don't want to deal with all those piping and cracking tubes and all that. Vivan Shordas asks, where would I be with my channel 2 years from now? I want to keep making videos. I want to keep breaking cars and bikes and fixing them and sharing the knowledge with you guys. But also, like I said, I want to start talking about my personal life a little more and teaching you guys how to be successful. But I'm obviously open to new ideas, right? Whatever you guys want to hear me talk about, I'll talk about, like what I'm doing in this episode, answering questions. So yeah, just keep it coming with questions and I'll keep doing these Q&A sessions, I guess. Shu Lee asks, What are some special tips and advices you give to someone about engine swaps? I would say research, and study your electronics. Dylan Gomes asks, have I ever owned a Porsche? If you haven't, would you ever consider owning one? Hell yeah! I never owned a Porsche, but I would love to own like old school air-cooled Porsches, which is honestly skyrocketing price. I would love to RWB it, take it to track, and just beat the hell out of it. Dasha Foreman asks, what else is coming for the Evo? I might do E85 conversion. I might do bigger injectors, bigger fuel pump, and make like 650 at the wheel safely. But other than that, I don't know, maybe wide body. I did pick up a Evo 8 bumper, so I can show you how the node chopping works. I'm gonna do like a APR splitter, change things up a little bit. But yeah, it is to come. I'm not selling the Evo anytime soon. I'm keeping it. I'm gonna do some more stupid things to it. Simon Nguyen asks, any more project cars you may want to start working on? I have all the project cars in the world for me to work on right now. You know, at some point in life, like back when I was in like elementary school or middle school, I had all the time in the world, but obviously not money to work on anything. Now I have enough money to buy basically what I want to work on, but not enough time to work on my projects. So 6 cars are plenty of cars to work on, and I'm not looking for any new projects at the moment. Andy Nguyen asks, which of the cars do you drive the most right now? Obviously the Dodge Ram, that's my daily, but I've been riding my Cafe Racer a lot because it's nice out. My Triumphs I just bought, I gotta start riding that too. So yeah, it's bike season, so I ride bikes right now. San Sim asks, any planned trips or more meets this year? Trips, I'm going to Philadelphia next weekend. I am headed to Miami after that. Of course, long term Tokyo for Christmas as usual. Any meets, I'm hosting a meet. If you check my Facebook page in the event section, I'm hosting another CZeroMedia meet, so check it out. It'll be in Michigan, in my area. It'll be a good time. Come have some food at barbecue, and there'll be dyno for cars that wants to do dyno runs. Alright guys, that's it for Q&A session. That went far longer than I expected. I was talking for too long, and sorry for keeping you waiting. But here is the giveaway. I haven't selected the winner yet, and I'm gonna try to do this as one continuous filming, so it doesn't look like I changed the winner or fraudulent or whatever, which doesn't make sense because I'm giving this stuff for free anyways. It's not like $5 to enter kind of thing. So I'm gonna start by choosing the Facebook winner. So here is my Facebook, CZeroMedia. Let's go up here. Yep, CZeroMedia, my Facebook. And going down to my giveaway post. Alright, let's see. So I'm gonna change it to, instead of top comments, to most recent, because it won't be fair if you posted a comment with a lot of likes, right? Because you'll be on top. There are 54 comments on Facebook, and that I already counted. So what I'm gonna do here is go to random number generator.com, and this is essentially a website that lets you randomly pick a number. So let me just give it a test right here. So 1 to 100, generate 15, 5, so on and so forth. So here we go. Facebook winner 54. So it's gonna be 1 to 54. Generate 21. So, oh man, this is actually gonna be a pain in the ass. All right, who's 21? I'm gonna go from top here. Try not to lose count. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 21. Josh Delfino is one winner from Facebook. I'm just gonna copy and paste it here on my Excel sheet so I remember. Instagram. So basically what I did was I already copied and pasted the people who commented onto my Excel sheet. So there's about how many people are here? 123. And if you didn't follow the rule, like, you know, some of these guys commented but they didn't tag anybody, if you win, sadly you won't be the winner. I'm gonna have to redo the selection. So there are 123. Actually, I'm not gonna even count this one. There's 122 comments on my Instagram, which is basically twice more than my Facebook. So I'm just gonna go ahead and type 122 here and pick one winner from Instagram. Here we go. 34. Nice. I like it. All 34. That's what I think of every time I see 34. So that is Shinka 8MR. Awesome. Looks like he's a Evo owner, so I know he'll be taking advantage of my CZeroMedia.com coupon. On YouTube, like I said, there will be 2 winners. Select the newest first instead of top comments, because again, if you have funny comment or most liked comment, it won't be fair for you because it'll be at the top of the post. There's 552 comments, and again, I looked at each and every one of your comments. Thanks again for commenting. Thanks for being generous, being kind, and I'm gonna put 552 into random number generator and pick 2 winners from YouTube. Here we go. 40 and 367. All right, 40, 367. So just like keep. God damn it! Does this mean I have to count up to 367? Oh, that's gonna be pain. Yes. How we're gonna have to do it? I'm just gonna have to keep it manual. Count from the top down to, what was it, 357? My Excel has frozen. That's great. $67. Patrick Pham says, can you sign something when you pick the winners? Yeah, sure. So because you're the winner, I'll be signing something, I guess. Whatever you want me to sign before I send it out to you. So that took forever. I need to refine this counting process for the next giveaway because that was pain in the ass and my fingers are tired. So let's see. So on Facebook, Josh Delfino is the winner. Instagram, Shinka8MR. YouTube, the 40s comment was Hazi Sheikh, and 367th was Patrick Pham. Thanks again for entering the competition and leaving the questions in my video and Facebook, Instagram posts. Congratulations to those of you who have won. Please contact me for the giveaway items and the way it should be sent. It's going to be first come, first served. So that's it for today, guys. Thanks again for entering the giveaway and leaving good questions. I hope Q&A session was entertaining. And yeah, congratulations to those of you who won the giveaway. Please contact me for the items you want and address you want it shipped to. I might do another video of which item is going where. It'll be cool actually if the winners actually sent me, like if you win the LED light bar, send me a picture of it installed. I would love to see it getting used. And if you buy parts from CZeroMedia.com, yeah, send me the parts you installed on your Evo. I would love to see that. I would love to see my giveaway items getting to use. So thanks again for watching the video, guys. And please look forward to next giveaway and next video. Peace out.